Hello everyone. Today Mega Audio TV will dive into and narrate the heartfelt love story of Jack and Tu Tien, focusing on Jack building a new house and farm for Tu Tien, and Tu Tien's joy upon seeing her new home. Please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to support me, giving me the motivation to create even more amazing videos. Wishing you all a joyful viewing experience. Let's dive into today's story. The golden afternoon sunlight filtered through the mango trees, illuminating the red dirt path leading into the peaceful village. Tu Tien's old thatched house stood humbly, yet worn. Its bamboo walls darkened to a deep brown, the tattered, palm leaf roof trembling with every breeze. The small porch, where her mother once wove baskets, was now cloaked in the dust of time. Tu Tien, in a light blue baba outfit, stood by the porch, holding an old watering can, her gentle eyes gazing at the plot. She sprinkled water on her water spinach patch, each drop nurturing memories of her mother, who used to sing lullabies under this roof. Jack, tall and dusty in his construction clothes, approached, his radiant smile lighting up the yard. "Tien, you water plants like you're dancing? I'm enchanted." Tu Tien blushed, turning with the can in hand, playfully scolding. "Jack, teasing me again. What brings you here so early?" Jack sat on the bamboo chair, his expression softening. "Tien, I'm worried about your house. The roof leaks. The walls wobble, it won't survive the coming rainy season. I want to build you a new house, sturdy, cozy, just how you like it. I've called my crew. All I need is your okay." Tu Tien, surprised, hesitated. "A new house? But it's expensive, Jack. This old one, though worn, holds memories of Mom. I don't want you to struggle." Jack took her hand, his calloused yet warm grip reassuring. "Tien, I've got this. It's my promise, a safe home for you. I'll bring designs for you to choose, from fancy to simple. Whatever you want, I'll build." Tu Tien looked at him, her heart racing, but she worried. "Jack, thank you, but I love a thatched house, like Mom's, simple, rustic. I'm afraid it'll cost you too much." Jack ruffled her hair. "A thatched house it is, but I'd suggest a wooden one. Wood's durable, cool, termite-resistant, and naturally beautiful, perfect for the village. Let me show you some designs." Tu Tien nodded, her eyes grateful. "All right, Jack, I trust you. But don't spend too much, I care about you." That evening, Tu Tien stayed at Jack's and Aunt Loie's house during the construction. Jack's brick house carried the faint scent of jackfruit wood from its furniture. Aunt Loie, her silver hair neatly tied in a brown baba, set out dinner: pepper-braised fish, pumpkin soup, and boiled pork. She held Tu Tien's hand. "Tien, you're like my daughter here. Jack's building your house, don't worry, he's thorough." Tu Tien, touched, said, "Thank you, Aunt Loie. I don't want to trouble you." Aunt Loie smiled. "No trouble, you're a sweet girl I adore." Jack, serve Tien some greens." Jack placed fish on her plate, grinning. "Tien, eat up. Tonight I'll show you the designs." After dinner, Jack opened his laptop, its glow lighting his face. He sketched designs: a 2-story glass villa, a red-tiled brick house, a thatched house with bamboo walls and palm roof, and a wooden frame house with peachwood walls and a wide porch. He explained, "A wooden house lasts 50 years, cool in summer, warm in winter, with natural termite-resistant paint. The A-frame roof sheds water well, perfect for village rains. A small 50-meter house with a living room, kitchen, bedroom, and wide porch for your embroidery. Tu Tien studied them, touching the thatched house design. "Jack, I love the thatched one like Mom's, simple and warm." Jack nodded but advised, "A wooden house is simple too, more durable. I want you comfortable." Tu Tien hesitated. "Wood's beautiful, but costly. I don't want you exhausted." Jack smiled. "My crew's skilled, and I got good material prices. Just choose, I'll handle it." Aunt Loie brought ginger tea, saying, "Tien, a wooden deck. House is durable like Jack wants, but if you love the thatched one, it suits you. Jack, make her happy." Tu Tien nodded. "Yes, Aunt Loie, I choose the thatched house. Jack, thank you for caring." Jack jotted notes. "Thatched house, A-frame roof, bamboo walls, but I'll add a wooden frame for strength. Tomorrow I'll survey the land." Aunt Loie went to the kitchen. Jack and Tu Tien sat on the porch under the golden lamplight. The village breeze carried the scent of rice fields. Jack held her hand. "Tien, I want your house to be a home, whether thatched or wood. I'm doing this for you." Tu Tien, innocent, said, "Jack, you spoil me. I can't stop smiling. I love you and just want you healthy." Jack kissed her forehead. "Tien, your smile is my happiness." They leaned into each other, hearts warm. The morning air was crisp, fragrant with fresh grass and earth. Jack stood on Tu Tien's plot with a level, tape measure, and notebook. His crew, 5 burly men in green work clothes, set up a temporary shed, preparing tools, hoes, shovels, wooden mallets. Tu Tien, coming from Jack's house after helping Aunt Loie cook porridge, ran over in a light purple baba, beaming, "Jack, you've started? I want to watch." Jack wiped sweat, grinning. "Tien, you're here now. I'm energized. Today I'm surveying the land and planning the foundation. Come along?" Jack set up the level, checking flatness and marking the house's position with wooden stakes. He explained, "Tien, the soil's soft, prone to sinking in rain. Your thatched house will have bamboo pile foundations, but I'll add a peachwood frame for durability. Piles go 1 meter deep, 15 cm diameter wooden pillars for strength. The A-frame roof, sloped at 45 degrees, sheds water fast." Tu Tien listened, nodding. "You're amazing. I only know watering plants. This is beyond me. A thatched house that's sturdy. I love it." Jack ruffled her hair. "You don't need to know. My crew and I will handle it. Dream of your house. I'll make it real." The crew began digging pile holes, the shovel's steady rhythm echoing. Hung, the lead worker, reported, "Jack, the soil's good, but we need 20 bamboo piles, each 1.2 meters, driven deep." Jack nodded. "Right, Hung. Prepare the piles tomorrow. We drive them. Today, finish the holes and remeasure." Tu Tien marveled. "Jack, your crew's so fast. This foundation will be solid." Jack smiled. "My team's experienced. You'll see. A 50-meter house, 30-meter main room, 10-meter kitchen, 10-meter bedroom, 2-meter wide porch." At noon, Tu Tien returned to Jack's house, helping Aunt Loie set out lunch. Boiled chicken with salt and pepper dip, fragrant mallow soup, and braised fish. Aunt Loie held her hand. "Tien, Jack started building. Are you excited? Stay here. Be at ease." Tu Tien blushed. "Yes, Aunt Loie, I'm thrilled. Jack's working hard. I care for him." Aunt Loie smiled. "He does it for you. I'm happy watching. Jack, serve Tien fish." Jack placed fish on her plate. Tien, eat up. This afternoon, I'll show you detailed plans. In the afternoon, the crew finished digging pile holes. Hung checked flatness with a spirit level, reporting, Jack, holes are perfect ready for piles tomorrow. Jack inspected, nodding. Good. Rest early. Team, tomorrow we build the foundation. Tu Tien brought tea, handing Jack a cup. Your crew's amazing. My house has a foundation soon. Jack took the cup, smiling. Tien, the foundation's key. I'm making it strong, so your home lasts forever. That evening at Jack's house, he spread blueprints on the dining table. In a frame-thatched house with bamboo walls, a peachwood frame, round wooden pillars, and a 30 centimeters high wooden floor to prevent dampness. A wide porch with bamboo chairs. Jack said, Tien, the wooden frame ensures strength, bamboo walls as you wanted, palm leaf roof for coolness. I'll add a bamboo window for ventilation. Tu Tien studied it. Jack, it's perfect, like Mom's house but stronger. Thanks, E. You? Jack held her hand. Tien, I'm doing this for you. Aunt Loie added. Tien, Jack's thorough trust him. A thatched house with a wooden frame will last. As Aunt Loie went to the kitchen, Jack and Tu Tien sat on the porch. Moonlight filtered through the trees. Jack held her hand. Tien, I want your house to make you smile every day. Thatched or wood, I'm doing this because I love you. Tu Tien, innocent, said, Jack, you spoil me. I can't stop smiling. I love you. Just stay healthy. Jack kissed her forehead. Tien, the sun rose, golden light piercing the morning mist, illuminating Tu Tien's plot. The sound of wooden mallets echoed, mingling with the crew's lively chatter. Jack, in a green work shirt, stood amid the site, directing the team as they drove bamboo piles for the foundation. 21.2 mel long, pointed bamboo piles were hammered 1 meller deep with heavy mallets. Hung shouted, Careful! Keep the piles straight! The thud-thud rang out, the ground trembling slightly with each strike. Tu Tien, in a pink ba-ba, ran from Jack's house with a bamboo basket of bonchung from Aunt Loie, exclaiming, Jack, what's all the noise? My house is starting? Jack wiped sweat, grinning. Yes, Tien. Today we drive piles and set the wooden frame. Your snacks will thrill the crew. Jack led Tu Tien to the site, explaining, Tien, bamboo piles make a solid foundation, and we'll set peachwood frames today. 15 cm diameter, 3 mm long wooden pillars, joined with mortise and tonono nails. Checkered bamboo walls, I-frame palm. Roof, a 50 meters house, 30 meters main room, 10 meters kitchen, 10 meters bedroom, wide porch. Tu Tien's eyes widened. Jack, wooden frames that strong bamboo walls like Mom's. The A-frame's beautiful, I love it. Jack nodded. I'm building to your taste, with wood for 50 years of durability. The crew unloaded peach wood from the truck, its aroma spreading. Hung measured pillars, cut mortises, and tested joints. Jack checked with a tape measure. Hung, main pillars 2 meters apart, porch pillars 1.5 meters. Tight mortises for wind resistance. Assistant sawed by hand, the whir-whir sound accompanied by falling sawdust. Tu Tien watched, exclaiming, Jack, your crew's so skilled. The wood's beautiful, my house will be sturdy. Jack smiled. My team's built village houses before they know what you want. At noon, Tu Tien returned to Jack's house, helping Aunt Loie set out lunch, braised snakehead fish, water lily sour soup, and boiled pork. Aunt Loie held her hand. Tien, the house is taking shape. Are you excited? Jack's meticulous, I'm at ease. Tu Tien blushed. Yes, Aunt Loie, I'm thrilled. Jack's working hard, I care for him. Aunt Loie smiled. He loves you, every effort's worth it. Jack, serve Tien fish. Jack placed fish on her plate. Tien, eat up. This afternoon, watch me set the frame. In the afternoon, the crew set wooden pillars, anchoring main ones into the foundation, secured with cords. Jack checked alignment with a spirit level, calling, middle pillar, 1 centimeter off, adjust. Assistants nudged it straight. The A-frame roof was assembled, horizontal beams connecting pillars, shaping the house. Tu Tien clapped. Jack, it's taking shape. The A-frame's gorgeous. Jack smiled. Tien, tomorrow we roof and wall. Your house is almost done. That night at Jack's house, he described the finished house. A forearm high of frame, 20 cm thick palm roof, waterproofed. 30-matter main room with a bamboo table. 10-matter kitchen with a clay stove. 10-matter bedroom with a bamboo window. A 2 wide porch with bamboo chairs for your embroidery and rain watching. A 30 cm high wooden floor, damp-proof and cool. Tu Tien, moved, said, Jack, it's perfect like Mom's, but stronger. Thank you. Jack held her hand. Tien, I'm doing this for you. Aunt Loie brought green bean dessert, saying, Tien, the house is nearly done. I'm thrilled. Jack, great work. As she went inside, Jack held Tu Tien's hand under the moonlight. Tien, this house is your home. I want you happy. Tu Tien, innocent, said, Jack, you spoil me. I can't stop smiling. I love you. Jack kissed her forehead. Tien, you're my everything. They leaned together, hearts open. The dawn's soft light pierced through a thin veil of mist, casting a gentle golden glow over Tu Tien's plot. Sparrows chirped, their song blending with the rhythmic thud of wooden mallets from the small construction site. The thatched house with a peachwood frame had taken shape. Sturdy, round wooden pillars stood tall, horizontal beams tightly joined with mortise and tenon, and an A-frame roof structure rose high, ready for its palm leaf covering. The construction crew, 5, rugged men in green work shirts, bustled about. Stacks of palm leaves piled high, mature bamboo neatly arranged, and binding cords tidily bundled. Jack, at the heart of the site, held a tape measure, checking the roof's slope, his voice clear. Hung, keep the roof at a 45-degree pitch. Double-check the beams for strength. Hung, the lead worker, nodded, climbing the frame to measure with a spirit level. Jack, it's perfect. Ready to roof. Tu Tien, in a light blue baba, hurried from Jack's house carrying a bamboo basket of steaming bon juk fresh from Aunt Loie's kitchen, her smile radiant. Jack, what's all the commotion? Is my house getting a roof? Jack wiped, sweat from his brow, grinning. You got it, Tien. Today we're roofing with palm leaves and weaving bamboo walls. Your snacks will keep the crew going. Tu Tien set the basket down, gazing at the frame, her eyes sparkling. Jack, it's beautiful. The A-frame roof is just like Mom's old house. You're so thorough. I care for you so much. Jack ruffled her hair. Tien, I'm doing this for you. Your thatched house will be sturdy, cool, and just how you want it. Jack led Tu Tien to the pile of palm leaves, explaining, Tien, these are mature palm leaves, 1.5 millimeter long, sun-dried for 3 days, treated with natural pine oil for waterproofing. We'll layer them 20 centimeter thick, tied with cords, good for 10 years. The bamboo walls will be woven in 10 centimeter checkered squares, airy, and coated with anti-termite paint. The peachwood frame I added ensures strength. This house will stand for 50 years. Tu Tien listened intently, nodding. Jack, the palm leaves are cool, the bamboo walls airy. I love it. But with so much wood, it must be costly. I worry. You're overworking. Jack smiled. The wood was a good deal, and the crew's efficient. Don't worry. I want you to live comfortably. The crew began roofing. Hung climbed the frame as two assistants handed up leaf bundles, the rustle of leaves mingling with the tightening of cords. Hung layered the leaves, tying each bundle to the wooden beams, spacing them 10 centimeters apart for a smooth slope. Jack called up, Hung, secure the corners tight, against storms. Tu Tien watched, clapping. Jack, your crew's so skilled. The palm roof is beautiful. My house will be cool. Jack nodded. Exactly, Tien. The A-frame sheds water well. No leaks in heavy rain. Meanwhile, two workers wove bamboo walls. Mature bamboo was split into 2 centimeter wide strips, woven into checkered squares with cords. The snap of bamboo echoed as the workers tightened the bindings, forming sturdy panels. Jack tapped a panel, checking. Airy and strong. Perfect. Tomorrow we'll paint it and fit them. Tu Tien beamed. Jack, the bamboo walls are like Mom's house. They feel so warm. Jack chuckled. I'm sticking to your vision. But the wooden frame keeps it solid for your peace of mind. At noon, Tu Tien returned to Jack's house, helping Aunt Loie set out a hearty village meal. Fragrant braised snakehead fish, tangy water lily soup, and vibrant boiled water spinach. Aunt Loie held Tu Tien's hand, her voice kind. Tien, the house is getting its roof. Are you excited? Jack's so careful, I'm thrilled. Tu Tien blushed, nodding. Yes, Aunt Loie, I'm overjoyed. Jack's working hard. I care for him so much. Aunt Loie smiled. He loves you. Every effort's worth it. Jack served Tien some fish. Jack placed a piece of fish in her bowl, grinning. Tien, eat up. This afternoon you'll see the walls up. Tu Tien smiled shyly. Thank you, Jack. You're so thoughtful. In the afternoon, the crew finished the roof. The palm leaves covered the A-frame perfectly, standing 4 meters high with an even slope. Hung tested it, tapping. Jack, solid, no shaking. Jack climbed up, checked the corners, and nodded. Great work, Hung. Tomorrow paint the walls and fit windows. On the ground, bamboo walls were coated with pine oil, its faint aroma wafting. Assistants fitted the panels into the wooden frame, securing them with cords. Tu Tien gasped. Jack, it's got a roof and walls. So beautiful. I see my home. Jack smiled. Tien, tomorrow we do the floor and porch. It's almost done. That evening at Jack's house, he spread out blueprints, showing Tu Tien a 50 meters house with an A-frame palm roof, checkered bamboo walls, and a peachwood frame. The floor, 30 centimeter high for damp proofing, is 2 centimeter thick peachwood planks. A 2 meters wide porch with bamboo benches, airy bamboo window. The 30 meter main room has a bamboo table, the 10 meter's kitchen a clay stove, and the 10 meter bedroom is cozy. Tu Tien, moved, said, Jack, it's like Mom's house but stronger. Thank you, though I worry about the wood's cost. Jack held her hand. Tien, I did this for you. The wood's worth it if you're happy. Aunt Loie brought ginger tea, smiling. Tien, the house is lovely. I'm at ease. Jack, great job. As Aunt Loie went to the kitchen, Jack and Tu Tien sat on his porch under the golden glow of moonlight. The cool village breeze carried the scent of rice fields. Jack held her hand, his voice low. Tien, I want this house to be where you smile every day, cool under the roof, warm by the bamboo walls. I did this because I love you. Tu Tien leaned on his shoulder, innocent. Jack, you spoil. Me? I'm always smiling. I love you. Just stay healthy. Jack kissed her forehead softly. Tien, your smile is everything. They leaned together, hearts brimming with happiness, like the palm roof shielding their dreams. The morning sun filtered through the grapefruit trees, illuminating Tu Tien's plot, where the thatched house with a wooden frame was nearly complete. The lush palm leaf roof covered the A-frame, green and vibrant, while checkered bamboo walls glowed faintly yellow in the light. The polished peach wood frame shone, its round pillars standing firm, ready for the wooden floor and wide porch. The whir of handsaws mingled with the crew's lively chatter. Jack, in his green work shirt, stood on the frame, directing. Hung, lay the floor tight. No gaps. The 2-man-wide porch needs strong bamboo beams. Hung nodded, measuring. A peachwood plank. Jack, 2 cm thick boards. We'll finish today. Tu Tien, in a light pink baba, rushed from Jack's house, clutching a basket of sticky mung bean rice from Aunt Loie, exclaiming, Jack, my house is gorgeous. Will it be done today? Jack jumped down, wiping sweat, and grinned. You got it, Tien. Today we lay the floor, build the porch, fit windows, and decorate. Tomorrow you move in. Your sticky rice will thrill the crew. Tu Tien set the basket down, gazing at the house, her eyes twinkling. It's like Mom's house, but stronger, more beautiful. The A-frame, the bamboo walls. I see my home. You've worked so hard. I care for you. Jack ruffled her hair. Tien, I did. This for you. A 50mm house, small but enough. Your joy is my reward. Jack led Tu Tien to the site, explaining. The floor's peach wood 30 cm high for damp proofing, with 1 nem long 2 cm thick planks joined without nails. The 2-meter wide porch has bamboo columns and benches for your embroidery. Bamboo windows, airy. The 30mm main room with a bamboo table, 10mm kitchen with a clay stove, and cozy 10mm bedroom. The frame lasts 50 years. Cool in summer, warm in winter? Tu Tien nodded, touched. Jack, it's perfect. Just what I wanted. But so much wood. I'm scared it costs too much. Jack held her hand. Good prices, fast crew. Don't worry. I want you happy. The crew laid the floor, hung sawed planks, joined them tightly, the tap-tap of mallets ringing steadily. Assistants sanded and applied pine oil, the wood's aroma wafting. Jack tapped the floor. Solid, no creaks, tightly packed to last. Tu Tien gasped. Jack, the floor's so cool to walk on. Jack chuckled. Tien, it's durable. You can go barefoot. Meanwhile, 2 workers built the porch. 10 cm diameter bamboo columns were anchored to the foundation, connected by horizontal beams. Bamboo benches, tied with cords, were placed under the porch. Checkered bamboo windows were fitted into the walls, opening to let in light and air. Tu Tien clapped. Jack, the porch is perfect. I can watch the rain. The windows are lovely. Jack nodded. Just as you wanted. Tomorrow we decorate and it's done. At noon, Tu Tien returned to Jack's house, helping Aunt Loie set out a meal. Lemongrass chicken, shrimp pumpkin soup, and pork with fish sauce dip. Aunt Loie held her hand. Tien, the house is almost done. Are you excited? Jack's meticulous. I'm thrilled. Tu Tien blushed. Yes, Aunt Loie, I'm so happy. Jack's working hard. I care for him. Aunt Loie smiled. He loves you. It's all worth it. Jack, serve Tien some chicken. Jack placed chicken in her bowl, grinning. Tien, eat up. Afternoon, see the house finished. In the afternoon, the crew completed the porch and floor. The polished floor gleamed, the porch airy with neatly placed benches. Jack and Hung fitted windows, checking for snugness. Tu Tien brought tea, handing Jack a cup. Jack, it's stunning. I feel Mom smiling. Jack took the cup, smiling. Tien, this is your home. I built it because I love you. That evening, Tu Tien moved into her new house. It was complete. A 4-man-high A-frame with green palm roof, checkered bamboo walls, and peach wood frame. The 30-malter main room had a bamboo table, the 10-malter kitchen a clay stove, and the 10-malter bedroom a bamboo window. The 2-malter wide porch with bamboo benches welcomed cool breezes. Tu Tien set out dinner, sour fish soup, braised pork, and crispy bon. Zao. Aunt Loie brought green bean dessert, smiling. Tien, your new house is lovely. I'm thrilled. Jack, great work. Tu Tien served Jack bon Zao. Jack, eat up. Thank you. On the porch, Jack held Tu Tien's hand under the moonlight. Tien, this house is our beginning. I want you happy forever. Tu Tien leaned on his shoulder, innocent. Jack, you spoil me. I'm always smiling. I love you. Jack kissed her forehead. Tien, you're my world. They leaned together, hearts overflowing. The morning sun filtered through the mango trees, casting a warm glow on Tu Tien's pristine thatched house with its peach wood frame, standing quietly on the village plot. The lush green palm leaf roof blanketed the A-frame, checkered bamboo, walls shimmered pale yellow. The polished peachwood floor gleamed, and the wide porch carried the fresh scent of bamboo. The house, a modest 50 square meters, radiated warmth. A 30 square meter main room with a rustic bamboo table, a 10 square meter kitchen with a clay stove, a 10 square meter bedroom with an airy bamboo window, and a 2-meter wide porch adorned with simple bamboo chairs. Sparrows chirped, their song mingling with the scrape of shovels from the construction crew preparing a vegetable garden. Jack, in a green work shirt, stood by the porch, hoe in hand, directing. Hung, a 40 square meter garden, 30-centimeter high beds, installed drip irrigation. Hung, the lead worker, nodded, measuring the soil. Jack, 1N wide beds, 50 centimeter apart. Sowing seeds today. Tu Tien, in a light purple ba-ba, hurried from her new house, carrying a bamboo basket of bon bao. From Aunt Loie, her smile radiant. Jack, my house is so beautiful it feels like a dream. What's today's plan? Jack wiped sweat, grinning. Tien, today we decorate. Plant flowers, make bamboo blinds, build a bamboo fence, and set up the garden. Your snacks will keep the crew going. Tu Tien set the basket down, gazing. At the house, eyes sparkling. Jack, it's like Mom's house with that wide porch. I'll love embroidering there. You're doing a garden too. I care that you're working so hard. Jack ruffled her hair. Tien, I'm doing this for you. A beautiful house, a green garden. Your joy is my reward. Jack led Tu Tien to the site, explaining, Tien, the 40 square meter garden has 5 30-centimeter high beds, loose soil, planted with mustard greens and water spinach. Drip irrigation saves water, watering evenly. A 1 mem high bamboo fence keeps chickens out. Chrysanthemums and roses around the porch will brighten the house. Bamboo blinds for the windows to shade the sun. Tu Tien nodded, touched. Jack, a green garden, lovely flowers, I love it. But it's so much. Must be costly, and I worry you're tired. Jack held her hand. Tien, bamboo and flowers are cheap, and the crew's quick. I want you to live happily. The crew began the garden. Hung shoveled soil, shaping high beds, the scrape of shovels ringing steadily. Assistants installed drip irrigation, connecting pipes to a 200-liter water tank. Jack checked, adjusting. Hung, keep beds flat, pipes 20 centimeters apart for even water. Tu Tien watched, exclaiming, Jack, the beds are perfect, the irrigation's clever. Can I sow seeds? Jack smiled, handing her a seed packet. Tien, you sow mustard greens, I'll do water spinach. They worked together, laughter echoing. Meanwhile, 2 workers built the fence. Mature bamboo was split thin, driven 30 centimeters into the ground, tied with cords to form a 1 memon high barrier. Others wove 5 centimeter checkered bamboo blinds, hung at the windows. Jack planted chrysanthemums and roses around the porch in loose soil. Tu Tien clapped. Jack, the flowers are gorgeous, the blinds cool, the house is vibrant. Jack nodded. Tien, this house is your home, the garden your joy. At noon, Tu Tien and Jack returned to Aunt Loy's, setting out a meal, pepper braised. Fish, shrimp pumpkin soup, and pork with fish sauce dip. Aunt Loy held Tu Tien's hand. Tien, a beautiful house and garden. Are you happy? Jack's meticulous. I'm thrilled. Tu Tien blushed. Yes, Aunt Loy, I'm so happy. Jack's working hard. I care for him. Aunt Loy smiled. He loves you. It's worth it. Jack, serve Tien fish. Jack placed fish in her bowl, grinning. Tien, eat up. Afternoon, see the garden watered. In the afternoon, the crew finished the garden. Beds were flat. Irrigation trickled softly. The bamboo fence stood firm. Chrysanthemums bloomed yellow. Bamboo blinds shaded the windows, the porch cool and breezy. Tu Tien brought tea, handing Jack a cup. Jack, the garden's lovely, the house warm. I feel Mom smiling. Jack took the cup, smiling. Tien, this garden's my gift to you. That evening, on the porch, Tu Tien set a bamboo table, lit an oil lamp, its golden glow soft. Aunt Loy brought green bean dessert, smiling. Tien, the house and garden are perfect. I'm at ease. Jack, great work. Tu Tien served Jack greens. Jack, eat up. Thank you. Jack held her hand under the moonlight. Tien, I want you smiling every day in a warm house, green garden. Tu Tien leaned on his shoulder, innocent. Jack, you spoil me. I'm so happy. I love you. Jack kissed her forehead. Tien, you're my world. They leaned together, hearts brimming. The morning air was crisp, fragrant with fresh soil from Tu Tien's plot. Her thatched house with a wooden frame stood gracefully beside a 40-square-meter lush garden. High beds drip irrigated, vibrant chrysanthemums around the porch. Today, the site buzzed with a bulldozer's roar, preparing a concrete yard. The crew stacked bricks, cement, sand, and corrugated iron for a chicken coop. Jack, beside the bulldozer, operated the controls, calling, Hung, an 80-square-meter yard, dig 20 centimeter deep, compact the sand. Hung checked the soil. Jack, soil's good. Pour C20 concrete, 15 centimeter thick. Tu Tien, in a light blue ba-ba, ran from the house, carrying a basket of banana cakes from Aunt Loie, exclaiming, "Jack, that bulldozer's loud. Yard and coop today?" Jack stopped the machine, grinning. "Right, Tien. A clean concrete yard, sturdy coop for 20 chickens. Your cakes will power the crew." Tu Tien set the basket down, eyes sparkling at the sight. "Jack, a clean yard, strong. Coop, I love it. You're doing so much. I care that you're working hard." Jack ruffled her hair. "Tien, I'm doing this for you. A complete farm, you'll be self-sufficient. And I'm happy." Jack led Tu Tien to the coop area, explaining, "Tien, a 10-square-meter coop for 20 chickens, with a 20-centimeter thick reinforced concrete foundation, 1.5 high brick walls, heat-resistant iron roof, an 80-square-meter C20 concrete yard dug with the bulldozer, mixed with a concrete mixer. Good for 20 years. Tu Tien nodded. "Jack, a sturdy coop, clean yard, easy to raise chickens. But concrete and bricks are costly. I worry you're tired." Jack held her hand. "Tien, materials were affordable, crews fast. I want you happy." The crew dug the coop's foundation, shovels scraping rhythmically. Hung mixed cement and sand in the concrete mixer. Its whir lively. Jack checked. "Hung, mix concrete evenly. Rebar grid 10 centimeter." Tu Tien gasped, "Jack, that mixer's cool. The foundation's solid." Jack smiled. "Tien, C20 concrete. Coop's unshakable." Meanwhile, Jack ran the bulldozer, digging the yard, red soil flying. Assistants compacted sand, prepping for concrete. Tu Tien clapped. "Jack, the yard's flat, clean, easy to sweep." Jack nodded. "Tien, it's practical. No mud in rain." At noon, Tu Tien and Jack returned to the house, setting out a meal on the porch. Fried fish, water spinach soup, and braised pork. Aunt Loie joined, holding Tu Tien's hand. "Tien, a lovely farm. Are you happy?" "Jack's thorough. I'm thrilled." Tu Tien blushed. "Yes, Aunt Loie, I'm happy. Jack's working hard. I care for him." Aunt Loie smiled. "He loves you, it's worth it." "Jack, serve Tien fish." Jack placed fish in her bowl, grinning. "Tien, eat up. Afternoon, see the yard poured." In the afternoon, the crew poured the coop's foundation, concrete setting firm. Brick walls rose high, topped with an iron roof. The yard's concrete was poured, smooth and level. Tu Tien brought tea, handing Jack a cup. "Jack, the coop and yard are perfect. I'm so happy." Jack smiled. "Tien, this farm's my gift to you." That evening on the porch, Tu Tien set out a meal. The oil lamps glow soft. Aunt Loie brought dessert, smiling. "Tien, the farm's done. I'm thrilled." "Jack, great work." Tu Tien served Jack pork. "Jack, thank you." Jack held her hand under the moonlight. "Tien, I want you happy forever." Tu Tien leaned on him, innocent. "Jack, I love you." Jack kissed her forehead. "Tien, you're everything." Hearts brimming, they sat together. The gentle dawn slipped through the grapefruit trees, illuminating Tu Tien's plot, where the thatched house stood gracefully in the tranquil village. The green palm roof covered the A-frame. Checkered bamboo walls glowed pale yellow, the peachwood floor shone, and the 2-meter-wide porch carried the fresh bamboo scent of rustic chairs. The 50-square-meter house was cozy. A 30-square-meter main room with a bamboo table, a 10-square-meter kitchen with a red clay stove, and a 10-square-meter bedroom with an airy bamboo window. Beside it, a vibrant farm, a 40-square-meter garden, lush with mustard greens and water spinach, drip-irrigated, a 10-square-meter chicken coop with a concrete foundation, brick walls and iron roof, and an 80-square-meter smooth concrete yard. Roosters crowed, mingling with the trickle of the garden's irrigation, enlivening the scene. Jack, in a green work shirt, stood by the coop, checking the iron roof, calling, "Hung! Inspect the brick walls. No cracks. Final clean of the concrete yard." Hung, wielding a trowel, tapped the coop's walls, nodding. "Jack, walls are solid, roof sturdy, ready for chickens." The crew, 5 strong men, swept the yard with brooms and water buckets, preparing to hand over the farm. Tu Tien, in a pink baba, stepped from the porch, carrying a basket of crispy bonsai from Aunt Loie, her smile radiant. "Jack, what's all the bustle? Is my farm all done?" Jack wiped sweat, grinning. "Right, Tien. Today's the final check. Coop, yard, garden. You can start raising chickens and harvesting greens. Your bonsai will thrill the crew." Tu Tien set the basket down, gazing at the farm, eyes glistening. Jack, a beautiful house, green garden, sturdy coop, clean yard. It's a dream. You did so much. I care that you worked so hard. Jack ruffled her hair, voice soft. "Tien, I did this for you. A thatched house lasting 50 years, cool in summer, warm in winter, and a farm for your independence. Your joy is my happiness." Jack led Tu Tien around the farm, explaining. "Tien, the 10-square-meter coop holds 20 chickens with a reinforced concrete foundation, 1.5-meter-high brick walls, and heat-resistant roof. The 80-square-meter C20 concrete yard, 15 centimeter thick, lasts 20 years, easy to clean. The 40-square-meter garden has 5 30-centimeter-high beds, drip-irrigated for efficiency. Today, you can release chickens and pick greens. I'll guide you." Tu Tien nodded, worried. "Jack, it's perfect, but so many chickens and greens. I'm scared I can't manage, and it cost you a lot." Jack held her hand, smiling. "Tien, I got 20 chicks and seeds cheap. The crew's done. I'll teach you to care for them. I'm always here." The crew inspected the coop. Hung tapped walls, checked the roof. Jack, no leaks, rock solid. Assistants hosed the yard, dust rising, leaving it gleaming. Jack adjusted the garden's irrigation. Even flow, 10 liters per bed daily, plenty of water. Tu Tien gasped. "Jack, the yard's spotless. Irrigation's clever. Can I release chickens?" Jack grinned, handing her a cage of chicks. "Tien, start with 10. I'll make feeders." Tu Tien opened the cage, chicks scampering, her laughter ringing. "Jack, they're adorable." Meanwhile, Tu Tien harvested mustard greens, the beds lush, leaves plump. Jack held the basket, helping. "Tien, sell these at the market. Enough for chicken feed." Tu Tien blushed. "Jack, selling greens, raising chickens? I'll manage. Thank you for being so thoughtful." Jack nodded. "Tien, this farm's your start. You'll thrive." At noon, Tu Tien and Jack dined on the porch. Braised fish, shrimp mustard green soup, pork with fish sauce dip, and bonsai. Aunt Loie arrived, holding Tu Tien's hand. "Tien, a beautiful house and farm. Are you happy?" "Jack's thorough. I'm thrilled." Tu Tien blushed. "Yes, Aunt Loie, I'm so happy. Jack worked hard. I care for him." Aunt Loie smiled. "He loves you. It's worth it." "Jack, serve Tien fish." Jack placed fish in her bowl. Grinning, "Tien, eat up. Afternoon, we feast with the crew. Tu Tien smiled shyly. Thank you, Jack. You're too good. In the afternoon, the crew finalized checks. The yard was dry, coop clean, garden watered. Hung reported, Jack, farm's done, ready to hand over. Jack nodded. Great, Hung. Tonight, dine with Tien to celebrate. Tu Tien brought tea, handing Jack a cup. Jack, the farm's perfect. I feel Mom smiling. Thank you and the crew. Jack took the cup, smiling. Tien, this farm's my gift to you. Be proud. That evening, Tu Tien's porch glowed under the oil lamps. Soft light. She set a feast for the crew, Jack and Aunt Loie, sour fish soup, braised pork, boiled greens, and crispy banzeo. The crew chatted lively, Hung taking a banzeo. Sister Tien, the house and farm are stunning. We're thrilled. Tu Tien blushed. Thank you, Hung and the crew. Jack did so much. I'm grateful. Aunt Loie brought green bean dessert, smiling. Tien, you have a home. I'm happy. Jack, you're thoughtful. Jack served Tu Tien greens. Tien, eat up! You're the new homeowner. After dinner, the crew left and Aunt Loie went to the kitchen. Jack and Tu Tien sat on bamboo chairs under the porch, moonlight illuminating the garden and coop. The cool village breeze carried the scent of rice fields. Jack held her hand, voice warm. Tien, this thatched house, this green farm, I built them for your daily smiles. I love you and want you happy forever. Tu Tien leaned on his shoulder, shyly. Jack, you spoil me. I'm always smiling. I love you. Thank you for my home. Jack kissed her forehead gently. Tien, you're my whole world. This house, this farm, it's our beginning. Tu Tien blushed, nestling closer, heart racing. Under the moonlight, their hearts beat as one. This part truly moved me and filled me with happiness. Jack's love for Tu Tien isn't just words, it's action. Jack is like a man sent by God to protect Tu Tien. He's truly an incredible man. The scene where Jack spends time and effort building a house for Tu Tien shows how much he cherishes and cares for her. What do you think about their love story? Please leave a comment. And don't forget to subscribe to Mega Audio TV to follow the next parts.